There are a massive number of microorganisms that are directly related to how a plant grows. They can provide nutrients to a plant, they can help roots grow. Looking at and finding out more about these interactions has a number of applications for making farming more sustainable and for generally just improving our ability to grow crops. The big problem with citrus industry right now is HLB, or citrus greening. And one of the big impacts of this disease on citrus trees is that it limits their root production. And roots are, of course, critical to a tree being able to grow. There are some soil microorganisms that we know can benefit root growth and nutrient uptake and nutrient availability. So the research that I'm doing with cover crops or with compost to change that soil environment to enhance microorganisms that are already present, to increase the number of these potentially beneficial microorganisms, could help these citrus trees get more nutrients and have better root growth and better support. The research that we do in soil microbiology focusing on looking at the DNA or the RNA of microorganisms. And we are often looking at many samples. And so we are generating a huge amount of data. AI has a lot of potential in really making full use of this massive amount of data that we've been collecting to try and understand those dynamics between these different organisms, the identity of these different organisms, and maybe use that for making better predictions and assessments on why certain microorganisms are growing in one place and not in another. The research that we're doing with soil microorganisms and working directly with farmers, I think, is really important for me personally, because these are key components of our life. We need to be able to have food on the table. We need to be able to grow crops. I also like knowing that the things that we're learning about soil microorganisms can directly help somebody down the street who's trying to grow a crop.